talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before.
The a-hole for leaving my pregnant wife because she stopped using BC on purpose? My wife wanted a third child, I didn't. We agreed on 2. She got pregnant all of a sudden and she decided to keep it despite my protests. We had a lot of fights, and she went to her sister's house. I think her sister and her had a fight and her sister confessed to me that my wife had stopped using birth control on purpose. She showed me chats where they both planned it because I was not budging on third child. After my shock subsided, anger came rushing in. I asked my wife for the whole truth. She first denied it, then confessed. I got a lawyer and I served her papers. I was worried that I couldn't divorce her while pregnant, but thankfully it's allowed in my state. She is 7 months pregnant, so I asked for a date 6 months from now. I feel by that time she will be good enough to attend court. I told my wife that I am not going to support her in her pregnancy or childbirth. I will not drive her. I will not feed her. I will not help her change. I will not be in labor room with her, and I don't want anything to do with the baby. She wanted him. She can keep him all for herself. I called her sister to take her away so she can support her, because I won't do anything for her. Thankfully her sister did come. I did get emergency temporary custody of my 2 kids, but I am perfectly fine with giving her 50-50 custody when she is healed from childbirth and can take care of herself and them properly. We did have a video call and I told her she has a choice for adoption and I will sign my consent. She said she can't go through with it and I said okay. Her mother started threatening me with child support and I told her that if she files for child support then I will just take it out of college fund contributions for my 2 other kids. She wanted the child, she can take care of him financially as well. She is begging for another chance and how she is sorry. I don't care, I am done with her and her baby. I don't think I am wrong here. I didn't tell her to stop birth control. I am disgusted by her.
Oh wow. This one is super crazy. No, you are not the a-hole personally, because they did do something without your consent. Oh my gosh, that's actually crazy. How can she just, why would she just do that? Like, I don't understand people. Like, if you agree on something, why do you all of a sudden want to change it? Something so huge as a kid, a child. You agreed that you guys are going to have 2 kids. And like, he seems like a person that clearly left it clear that he only wants 2. And this woman, just because she wanted a third one out of nowhere, she stops taking her birth control and doesn't tell him. Definitely she's the a-hole. You are not the a-hole. Oh my god, that's actually super crazy. Like, main point is, he is definitely not the a-hole. I feel super bad for him, but now that unfortunate child is not going to have a father. People are so irresponsible about the decisions that they make. No, you're that grown. You stick, is like, I want 4 kids, and then we talk about, if you know, you always have to ask, what if a 5th one comes in? And depending on his reply, you already know if to really take it serious or not. And he also knows that, like, if I'm like, I just want 4, and if there's a 5th one, I'm not going to be having it. He already has that in his mind. So he better, you know, he better make sure that I'm on birth control, that he's taking every precaution, because I'm not going to have it. You feel me? So he is not the a-hole at all. Definitely, they basically wanted to baby trap him again in the marriage, which is crazy. Foul. Not the a-hole.
Snapped at my brat wife and told her to get out of my room. I, 34 meters, work as a hospice nurse for children. This job means a lot to me, but it can get very overwhelming and hard to function, especially seeing small children suffer. My wife, 37F, is a stay-at-home mom to our kids, 10 and 6. After work I need to spend 30 to 60 minutes by myself to just let go of all the negativity and sadness and stress I have. And before you jump to conclusions, after my break I take over the cooking of dinner, preparing kids' lunches, help with homework and washing dishes and any other pending housework. I explain to them why I need that time when I get home. They understand, and my daughter frequently gives me her sleep plushie of the day. My wife has recently just been slamming into my decompressing room. It's just a tiny room with a bed and a mini fridge with Coca-Cola in it, and demanding I take over or do something instead of just sulking in my room. It's especially annoying when you're meditating and someone just starts screaming at you non-stop. I have talked to her, but she says it's selfish that she has to take care of the kids while act like a kid and cry and get drunk over my job. Keyword drunk. I was an alcoholic 13 years ago. Now every time we get into an argument she always throws it back at my face. I told her that it is hard for me and that I don't drink and it is emotionally draining, so I don't want to bring that negativity into my family. She just started to scream at me, so I snapped at her to just get out because she's acting like a brat. She went silent and is now giving me the silent treatment. I take my wife on date night every Saturday and she chooses not to go back to a job, and she also isn't that social. She has refused marriage counseling. Am I the a-hole? I snapped at my brat wife and told her to get out of my room. I, 30.
Wow.
That's really messed up. The wife, the mother, whatever she's supposed to be, is the a-hole. You are not the a-hole. I am so sorry that you're married to someone like that. Your wife sounds childish and she was probably a bully.
And probably still is.
I am so sorry, but like this is so sad because like even the kids understand more than the actual adults. And like she gives her her plushie. Like that's so cute. You understand that daddy's tired from work and he needs time to process what he just witnessed. Few seconds to get a little cool off. Like that's okay. I don't see the problem. The fact that he even does jobs, like there's literally women that are married to people that just come back from work
And they don't do absolutely nothing.
this man just needs an hour to like 40 minutes to an hour or two, and then he's gonna go back to do everything and help you with the kids. And the fact that you're just complaining and throwing around something that he went through, that he already went past, and he wants to become a better person, and you're just throwing it to his face like that. Definitely a mean person. She's definitely the a-hole. She's rude, she's selfish, and she's childish. Sad. This is very sad. I'm so sorry that you're married to her. How are you? I mean, it's not to judge, but like being a stay-at-home mom to someone that is younger than you is so weird. Like you chose to, because he's saying that she chooses not to go back to work. It's like, girl, like what do you mean? You choose not to go back to work? Like, fix your problem and probably divorce, babe. Y'all wouldn't be divorcing if you didn't pick such shitty people.
Am I the a-hole for destroying a cake my son made for my birthday? This is a strange one. I have a 16-year-old son and a younger daughter. My son is usually a big family person because we raised him that way, and he is always excited to spend time with me and especially my husband because he's homeless. But yeah, he loves us. A week ago we were on a road trip. I don't know what happened, but I was spaced out. Randomly, on the highway, I just hit the brakes and put the car in park. For no reason. My son started freaking out, and I immediately put the car in drive and started driving again. Thankfully, it was late at night and no one was on the road. He freaked out and asked why I did that. I was in shock. I had no idea why I did that. I lied and said the car stalled. He said he saw me push on the brakes, that he saw me put the car in park. I said he must be imagining things. But he was freaked out, so he made me pull over and drove us home himself after that. I thought about it on the drive, but figured it wasn't a big deal. I just need to pay more attention. Stuff happens when you space out. Now yesterday, it was my birthday. My son, and his little sister, spent hours making me a cake and food. It was super sweet, of course. He had made it for me, in specific, and I loved it. Was in a good mood. Nothing bad on my mind. When he was done with the cake, he told me to put it on the table. I did. He said it's too close to the edge, it's going to fall on the ground. I told him to stop worrying, but he wouldn't let it go. I did the strangest thing in response. I just randomly pushed the cake clean off the table. I said what the F the second I did that. I thought in my head to do it, but I didn't think I actually would. He immediately started freaking out and asking me why I did that. I had no answer. I just kept saying it fell. He was really sad. He said I spent hours on that cake. I saw you push it off. Why would you do that? But I had no answer. My husband came in the room and tried to say I didn't. Teed po it on purpose. But my son wasn't happy.
It cut, but yes, you are the a-hole. Yeah. Well, they just told you to move the cake a little bit. How old are you? 5? That is a problem for you to move something that you placed wrong? You are a mother of 2 and a wife. Please step up and do your job. Also, you sound crazy. Sorry, not crazy. You sound like you may be needing some brain scan.
Bumbleclad girl, you need psychiatric evaluation.
I think there's something going on. The car incident, you're saying that you spaced out. It sounds like a psychiatrist is not a bad idea. Yeah. It's giving I need a psychiatrist. And this is not even like in a funny way, like I'm being very genuine. It's just that it's funny because she's like,
Am I the a-hole for ruining my son's cake that he made for like 5 hours for me?
yes, you are. Babes. there shouldn't be any situation that would be okay. The fact that you also said that you thought about throwing the cake, but you didn't think you would do it, but then you actually did it. It's giving I think it's something going on. I'm no doctor. I don't know. I may be wrong. Like, maybe it's just like some people have like stronger imagination, and I don't know. But I'm just saying it's giving Zimbabwe.
It's giving Zimbabwe.
So I was supposed to spend the 4th of July with my boyfriend, but he told me that he had a family tradition to go to Cape Cod and he had to go. I wasn't invited. So I ended up staying home, but then I saw on social media he was partying it up with his boys in Cape Cod.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't hear from him all day. Oh. I'm literally sitting at home by myself, and he told me he was with his family, yet he was out partying with his friends.
So wait, Ray, what was it? Were you with family or friends?
I gotta jump in here, guys. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm being railroaded here. She's being overly dramatic. Okay, first of all, I didn't make her
overly
stay at
dramatic.
Home. I did go out there with my family. My buddies just happened to be there, and I'm allowed to hang out with my friends if I want to hang out with my friends. It's not a big deal. Nobody told you to stay home by yourself.
Oh, wow. Okay, thanks. But I wanted to spend the 4th of July with you. You told me you were with your family, and then you were partying with your friends, and it's like a huge red flag to me that you wouldn't even text me, that you would essentially lie to me.
It's a huge red flag to me that you'd be so overly dramatic saying I ditched you when that's not even what happened.
Before we get in a blowout fight in the radio,
100% ditched
hold on.
me.
You guys hold on 2 minutes. We'll get you some advice right now, okay?
Okay, so obviously, I think the problem here is communication. They are not communicating. But the way he's responding is giving very much the a-hole. I don't know, but it's giving, guys. It's giving. It's like she's just basically telling you like, hey, you told me you were going to be with your family, and then all of a sudden now you're partying with your boys. I see your boys' Instagram, and I see that you're partying. And you told me that you'll be with your family members. Obviously, she'll be pissed because she felt that she'll be feeling like she got lied to. How is he saying that's over dramatic? Because I bet that if it was the other way around, if she told her, hey, I'm gonna go spend time with my parents and my grandma and my cousins, and then all of a sudden he like sees stories of her in a club with her friends that he knows they're her friends, not her family, he's definitely going to be pissed, because that just seems like you're lying to me. Why are you lying? Like, you could have told me. And then she said that he did not text her the whole time that he was in the club, or he did not even tell her, hey, my buddies are here. Like, speak communication.
Hi.
Oh, hey, babe, like, we had just arrived here, and I just met the boys right here. Like, the boys are here. I did not know they were coming, but they're here, like, and they invited me for a beer or something.
Like, tell her, not me. I'm just putting myself in the position, I'm sorry. But like, tell her. It's not that hard. I just don't, the fact that he's calling her over dramatic, I'm so sorry. That is the red flag. How can't you understand the fact that she's just so confused on why you wouldn't tell her anything? He didn't text her the whole day that he was partying. She just randomly saw stories all of a sudden. I would think that you were with the whole club that same, like, I would be like, oh my gosh, this dude went back home with 50 people. Like, because why wouldn't you text her? Just tell her, hey babe, I'm gonna go to the club with my friends because they're here, they invited me out for a beer. And I wouldn't even be that pissed at you, because it's not your fault if they just meet you. But the fact that you didn't tell her, you are the one being rude and being a red flag and acting sneaky. It's not her fault. The guy's the a-hole. He doesn't have any valid points. This is actually super sad. Y'all, this is probably gonna be the last one, and it's going to be a podcast one too, so let's get right into this.
obviously I'm engaged, and when you're engaged, you have bachelor and bachelorette parties. My fiance went on his bachelor party to Las Vegas this weekend. Didn't care. I'm cool with it. Have your boys' night. Have your last hurrah, because we all know I will be doing the same. But my one thing was that I don't want any strippers, no strippers, just because, like, I don't want to marry someone that has had women all over them. Like, I think that that's just weird. That's my one boundary. He said, no problem. And I go to get on Instagram and watch some of his friends' stories from the weekend. And you know what I see? His buddies had paid for him to go on stage at a strip club and get a lap dance from a stripper.
He got the treatment over there.
Allegedly.
But you wouldn't think that he would go on a bachelor party and not get a lap dance? I feel like that's part of a bachelor party, isn't it?
But I feel like that's part of my boundary that I communicated.
Okay. But I'm just saying, man, you communicated that, but if his boys are going to pay, you expect him at the strip club to be like, yo, by the way, guys, I can't get on stage right now. I'm not allowed to. My fiance back home is going to be upset.
But should you not have even gone to the strip club? Like, shouldn't they respect me enough as his fiance to have the one thing that I didn't want?
That's the point. Not them trying to guilt trip her. No. I don't even understand the point. I don't get the idea. I don't understand I don't get it. What is this culture? Like, what's the point? The day that you're finally going to commit to someone is the day that you want to be robbed by every woman in the world. Please. I don't understand. Like, your bachelorette and your bachelor being like in a strip club and girls hiring male strippers, and the fact that she made it clear the guy is not the a-hole either, but the fact that he actually went and sat there and took the lap dance.
She saw it on video.
Hey, me. Oh Lord, my heart is going to break into millions of pieces. This is humiliating.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Everybody knows that you're about to get married, because those strippers know as well. Your friends, what type of friends now? Because even if we try to be okay with this, now I'm never going to trust you to go out with your friends, because I will always expect the worst. Literally, now it's just a lap dance. Next time your friend is asking for a whole prostitute, no. I'm so sorry. I'm never going to be okay with this, and I am setting this boundary from today. Because bachelors happen like a few days before the wedding or something like that, depending on whenever you want to do it. But if I see a woman, if I hear, if I smell, if I sense a woman's presence, feminine energy, we dead it. Dead. Like, you can go marry yourself, because it's not going to be me. That's just lack of respect for me and for his marriage. Single friends that have nothing else better to do in their life than go to strip clubs and clubs. If that's their lifestyle, Habibi, do as you wish. But you're not going to make my husband involved in this. No. The fact that she even let you go to Vegas is crazy for me. I feel like I will understand that perfectly. Go have your boys' night, but why are you going to a strip club? Like, you couldn't go to bowling, restaurant, have a party at your house, watch football? There was nothing else interesting to do? But anyways, y'all, that'll be all for today, because I've heard a bunch of things that I would never even know how to react to if it was my situation. Like, I would freak out in so many of these. Like, I feel like I would just lose hope in everything if, my boyfriend tells me that he compares me to like a one-night stand. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. More videos are coming, of course. I'm not gonna let you down this time. But babes, the point is, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate you guys watching my videos all the time. Of course, I do it mostly because for fun. I'm a person that's just bored and likes to talk a lot and likes to comment. And this is basically a commentary channel, so that's mostly what you're going to see. But of course, mini vlogs are gonna be here and there if I do something special, because I'm usually just home. So but Besides that, thank you so much guys for like watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video, please. I would love to have like a bigger audience so I can make more entertaining videos for more people, because I'm a fun person. I'm fun. The point is, stay hydrated, stay loved. Ta-da!
Jada!